So today is the 12th of April, I believe, and I'm currently sat in a car park in the Grand Canyon National Park, which is in Arizona. I'm kind of along the south rim at the moment, and I've got 3 hikes planned for today. One is like 15 minutes long. It's just like a viewpoint from like the visitor center. That's kind of like the one that everyone kind of starts off with, and then got one that's like an hour and a half long with like 100 meters elevation gain, so not actually too bad. And then I've got one that's like three and a bit hours long, and that one's got about like 600 meters of elevation gain, so that one's going to be a bit tougher. Today it's actually really cold here. It's slightly uncharacteristic. There's still chances because it's like April time for it to be cold and whatever, but there's been a storm the last couple of days. Like yesterday it was so windy. I was driving across like these open highways or whatever, and the wind was just crazy. It's died down a bit more today. It's kind of calm. There are blue skies, and it is like 3 degrees Celsius. So yeah, I'm actually wrapped up decently again. Gonna get my jumper and coat as well. So I'm just starting the Hopi Point Trail, which is kind of an hour and a half one. Should be quite straightforward, to be honest, but it is freezing cold. I'm wearing gloves and my hands are like really cold. But this is the Grand Canyon. Pretty grand.
Hit me up if you're needing anyone, and then I could be anyone for you. Anyone. I can love you, I could be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby, let me be your light. I can love you, I could be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby, let me be your light,
So almost at the end of this trail now. About 5 minutes left. It would have taken me like 45 minutes to go out, and then it's the same on the way back. But yeah, still quite cold, which is so weird. Like, you've got all this blue sky and it's still pretty cold. So yeah, this is Hopi Point or Hoppy Point, I don't know how Americans want to say it. But you can see down there as well some of the river. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Well, I gave her love, but it wasn't enough, so she called me up just to call it off. I can't afford to make that mistake this time. And if you're flying over the Serengeti, Tiger Lily, don't forget me. The way I am, not the way I was. And I could be anyone for you. Anyone. I can love you, I could be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby.
So up my way all the way down those switchbacks that you can see there. So yeah, it's pretty busy. I've just I didn't take any photos or anything from up there just because I wanted to get past all the slow people, because obviously you get like you get a shuttle bus here, so obviously you get like waves of people. So hopefully we'll be a bit clearer ahead now, because people are very slow.
Let me be your light. I can love you, I can be anything you want of me. And in the darknof the night, baby, let me be your light. Be your anyone for you. I can love you, I could be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night.
So I'm currently on Cedar Ridge. As you can see, you can actually see the ridge.
But no, this place is yeah, it's pretty cool. I've still got like a way down to go. Most people, well, a lot of people stop off at the UR point, which is like up there somewhere, like there, and then a lot of people stop off here. Not many people go lower, so yeah, gonna keep going lower, which means obviously climbing back out to the top. That's the top over there. So already come down quite a way, and then obviously got to keep going down. It's like the opposite of a mountain.
Baby, let me be your light. I can love you, I can be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby, let me be your light. I can love you, I can be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby, let me be your light. I can love you, I can be anything you want of me. And in the darkness of the night, baby, let me be your light, be your light, be your light. Oh, I can be your light.
Skeleton Point. It's about 5 kilometers to get down here, and yeah, just have a look at this.
I've seen this perfect picture in my head, and after driving all night, now here it is. I can finally feel the sun kissing my skin, and I just wanna take it in. Yeah, I just wanna take it in. Breathe it in and out. This is what it's all about. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. Ooh, these are the moments we live for.
So coming towards the end now, probably got like 500 meters or so left, maybe a bit more, but as you can see, it's just loads and loads of switchbacks, back and forth, really steep, so I'm gonna race up it.
We'll be the place where the ocean meets the sky. We'll soak it up and have the time of our lives. We'll make these memories our own Hall of Fame. Cause we just wanna take it in. Yeah, we just wanna take it in. Yeah. These are the
So I'm back now from day one in the Grand Canyon, and I just thought I'd add some context to a couple of things. That last walk that I did where I went into the Grand Canyon and then kind of came back out, that took me like 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's meant to take 3 hours and 20 minutes, I think. So I did do it quite quickly, especially on the way back up. So yeah, I was obviously going kind of faster uphill, but I think that's easier because like when you're going downhill, it's more painful and it's really heavy on your knees and whatever. But in the end, that was 624 meters to climb back out, and that was over. The total distance was like 10.1 kilometers, which is obviously just over 6.6 miles. So I essentially climbed 624 meters in about 5 kilometers, because obviously half of it was on the way down. And to give a context, actually, Snowdon, if you've ever done it from the pig track trail at the car park, which anyone that's done it with me has done that. Essentially, Snowdon obviously is like just over 1,000 meters tall, but because of where you start, your net elevation gain from the car park to the peak is actually 700 meters, pretty much dead on. And that is also about 10 kilometers round trip. So essentially it's actually the same distance as what I did today. However, it is slightly steeper because obviously done 60 more meters within the 5,000 meters. So essentially done the length of Snowdon's day, just a tiny little bit less steep. And then on top of that, the other walk I did took me like an hour and a half. That was about 7 kilometers. So in total did about 17 kilometers, a bit over, which is just over 10 miles. And yeah, I think like in total that's like over 2,000 calories burnt as well through the day. So pretty hefty day, but actually tomorrow I'm doing something even bigger.